Hey beloved, today's video is about how to process your emotions using journaling, right? So I'm going to make another video that speaks directly into journaling and what are the benefits of it and why it's actually beneficial. But the summary of it all is that journaling helps you get your emotions, thoughts, and experiences out of your head and onto paper, which helps you to then go back, reflect and see your progress, reflect and see how you feel, and also just sometimes to really just get things out of your head, sometimes to also helps you to remember. So I'm a big fan of journaling. I advise everybody to journal, and I have about 5 to 6 journals that I use for different things, for different areas of my life, like to process my emotions, my thoughts, business ideas, my learnings, the things that I learned in my journey. And yes, this is something that I always advise to some of the clients that I work with in my practice as a life coach or neurolinguistics programming practitioner. So today's video is specifically about how to journal in order to process your emotions, right? So I have my journal here, and I'm just gonna guide you through some steps because I had a few DMs asking me, okay, what's the process of journaling? How do I start? Where do I start? And I think that for a lot of people, it can sound very daunting, not knowing where to start, not knowing what to do, overthinking it and all of that. And it's really just simple, right? So the first step in order to journal is to simply just start with setting your intention. So that's step 1. Set your intention. Why do you want to journal? What is the purpose of it? So of course, before you do that, you have to get your book, your journal. You can get them at your local stationery store, or you can get them at anywhere. In South Africa, I get mine at China Mall because they're really affordable. And I mean, I need a lot because I have about 7 each year. So pretty much get your journal. Step 1 is then set your intentions. Why is it important that you journal, right? Why is it important? What is it that you're trying to achieve? What is it that you're trying to get out of the journaling process, and have that awareness about that, right? Step 2 is then you use questions to help yourself journal. So because today's video is specifically about journaling to process emotions, right? That means I'm going to give you some questions that you can use. So question 1 is, what am I feeling, right? Name the emotion. What is it that you're feeling in particular, right? Is it anger, fear, sadness, discomfort, uncertainty, anxiety? What are you feeling, right? Acknowledge the emotion, right? So I just gave you a few suggestions so that you have more emotion to choose from, because we're not allowed to feel most times, so we don't even know how to identify some of the emotions that we have. Step 2, right? Why am I feeling it? What is the thing that happened that caused you to feel that way? What is it the trigger, the thing that has triggered these emotions? Step 3, or question 3 rather, is what is this emotion bringing my awareness to? What is the anger, fear, resentment, feeling of rejection bringing your awareness to, right? So every emotion has its purpose, and you have to ask yourself, is it bringing my awareness to the fact that I'm angry, the fact that I don't like what just happened to me, right? And write that down. Acknowledge, why do you have this discomfort? Where does it come from? And what does this fear bring your awareness to? Are you scared? That's okay. So write it down. Step 3 is then, what am I giving myself permission to do about it? So a lot of times when we're journaling, I think we end up at just writing down the emotions. But in terms of practically moving forward from the emotion, or maybe sitting in the emotion, ask yourself that question, because it really just helps you to know what the next step is, so you don't just end up at the point where, okay, I'm feeling this, what now? You've acknowledged it, what now? So that's why, what am I giving myself permission to do about this thing that I'm feeling, right? And sometimes it's do nothing and just feel it, right? Because sometimes people are used to, maybe if it's anger, you're trying to not feel the anger. Maybe if it's sadness, you're not trying not to feel the sadness, and months later you find yourself feeling angry, you find yourself exploding, you find yourself overwhelmed, right? So when you process these emotions, it really just allows you to release them, right? So sometimes when you answer the question, what am I giving myself permission to do, it will be to feel. What am I giving myself permission to do? It will be to let go. What am I giving myself permission to do? To set boundaries, right? Because if you have anger, you might need to actually communicate that to other people, to speak up. So you're gonna find different things. So for today's video, those are the main points, right? Those are questions that you can use when you're journaling to process your emotions. I'm going to create more videos, so just remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Yvette Alu, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm everywhere. Just search Yvette Alu. Facebook is Yvette Alu Coaching, Twitter Yvette _Alu, and Instagram Yvette _Alu. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that it was helpful. Let me know in the comments if it was helpful. And let me know what is your journaling question so that I can address them in my next video. Until next time, I'm sending you love, and yeah, just remember to trust the process.